Once upon a time, there were some racist, Jesus-loving hags, and elsewhere an old white guy punched a black guy at a Trump rally. You think that's bad? Psh, that's child's play. Our liberal social justice warriors make these guys look like a bunch of pussycats. Introducing the appeal to force from Regressive. Why waste time convincing others of your standpoints when you can just threaten, harass, and bully them to agreement? Don't worry, the nice part is you can actually make good on your threats by becoming violent and then blame them for inciting it. Inciting. God, we love that word. There's no better way of showing others your moral superiority than by making them bleed. When you're galvanized by the cleansing bolt of virtue, you can do anything your heart desires and nothing your brain suggests. Block highways to prevent others from peaceably assembling. Pepper spray little Mexican girls in the face for being part of a white nativist assembly. Push and scream when men wear erotic tarps. Fire your MAC-10 into the air. Grab a Jew.
Send back for the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
This Regressive was so aggressive, it didn't realize ambulances don't typically take patients home. Still, it had a good argument. Luckily, the liberal media would rather not spend time focusing on hostile Bernie supporters and social activists. And why should they? Reality would hurt the narrative, not help it. The truth will never win, not as long as Regressive's around. The appeal to force fallacy isn't always about flying fists. There are other ways to persuade. Some threats are less obvious still. Even a person who made a single rude video about TYT host Cenk Uygur receives a threat in the form of being sent a screenshot of a receipt to a special paid monthly subscription to the Young Turks. Keep running your mouth because we'll only get stronger the more you try, the bellicose fellow says. Quite the deterrent. We all know there's no bigger threat than the thought of lonely neckbeards throwing away their own money. Indeed, our customers are very reasonable and respectable.
We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable!
We are trying.
Regressive's appeal to force works in less obvious ways and often in conjunction with Regressive's ad hominem. The understood silent threat of being called a bigot or racist is often enough to keep people silent indeed, therefore making you the argument's victor. These accusations bank on social exile, so people who don't stay silent get this ad hominem and risk their reputations, their careers, their platforms, property damage, their physical safety, and being touched by more men in dresses. In enough time, this pervasive tragic mindset might be seen as a comedy. For now, however, this same quality is what allows Black Lives Matter activists to hijack a vigil for the Orlando shooting victims, no problem. Their message must be heard. They're the real victims here, after all. The social justice army has recruited many warriors to its ranks without realizing they've created a dogma. Dogmas are powerful tools and quite often authoritarian. Whether you think God is on your side or good is on your side, know that you have full moral sanction to do what you feel is just. Indulging in fantasies and emotion is all that history needed. Surely the future needs it too. Disagree? We have a feeling you'll come around when our investors pay your office a little visit. The appeal to force. Now that's regressive. Call or click today. Or else.